Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to talk to you about a subject that will interest anybody that is serious about developing himself, that has started his journey to personal development, to discovering how great he could be. Um, and this is a mistake or something that everybody will encounter. I know this because it has happened to me. Okay, in my own experience, I dealt with this. And and I just want to warn you in this video about this so you don't fall into this mistake. I don't want you to spend a couple of years and just doing the same mistake, trapped by the same mistake until you figure it out uh, on your own. Okay, so through this video I'm trying to share with you this, and hopefully you will get it. So it goes like this: you will find sometimes people that will defend their position, they defend their way of being, they will defend their ideas, their beliefs, even though they have no solid argument to back it up, if you know what I mean. You would find these people arguing against solid evidence or arguing against just logical um, logical evidence. Like, they would argue and literally fight against an idea that will improve their life, that will help them advance, level up. And you wonder why they're doing this. I mean, if you look at it from the outside, it would be like, why people do this? Why? Why people stay stuck in these old ideas and these old patterns, old way of thinking, old beliefs that sometimes you ask them, why do you believe this to be this way? I mean, do you have any solid evidence, arguments that support your claim? The way you operate in, the way you live a life, the way you're going about that goal that you have. Do you have any solid, arguments that you can present? This is why doing things the way you do them. And a lot of cases, most cases, these people can't. They don't have. It's just the way. It's just the way they have been doing things in the past. This is what they learned from their parents. This is what they have learned from school, from their teacher, religious teachers. I don't know, neighborhood, community, city, country. This is what we do as a people. This is what we do in this city. We do this way. We think that way. We like this to be this way. You know, but at the same time, you find the person in a position that he does not want to be in. Okay, he wants to improve, and trust me, if you're trying to improve, trying to become better, trying to create a stronger version of yourself, and this is what this channel is all about: creating that stronger version of self that is, strong on different levels. We talked about it in other videos, and once that version is created, then that version of you, that elevated version of you, deserves all the goals that you are shooting for. Okay, you need to get to the point that you are deserving of all the outcomes that you're seeking, and only happens through personal development. Anyways, you'll find, as I said, you'll find the person arguing about in an illogical way about about his ideas and why things should be this way. So if a person wants to evolve, he is 100%, I can guarantee you that you will encounter ideas that are opposite to what you thought was right. You will find a new way of doing things. You will find a new beliefs, new habits, just a new perspective. Okay, you have to be open-minded to the new things, and a lot of the times the things that hold us back, these are things that we do not like to admit that we've been then that we've been wrong about them. Because it's kind of defining you, and you're taking pride in it. And this is what I see with people. People kind of they fight so hard to they fight so hard for these ideas that are holding them back, because they feel a sense of loyalty to these ideas, or to these beliefs, or to this way of behaving. They feel like a sense of loyalty to it. Why is that? Because I've been doing this for the last 10 years, and I've learned it from my parents. My parents have been doing this their whole life. This is how we think, this is how we operate. And before my parents, maybe my grandparents, then my teacher, my school, my community. So if I accept that whatever I'm doing right now is wrong and I need to learn something new, it means that um, I've been wrong the whole time. My family, my people have been wrong the whole time. My country, we as a community, we're wrong. Like we're do you know what I mean? And this is a very hard pill to swallow for most people. That's why you find people fighting for things that hold them back. They're trying to be loyal. They're not doing it because they're bad people. They're not doing it because they're not smart. It's psychological. They're loyal to the old ways. And we human beings. I heard one guy said that, Tony Robbins. He said that the strongest force in the planet is our need to stay consistent with our self-image. You want to stay consistent with whatever you think is right, whatever you think you are. And if part of what you think you are, part of what you think, part of what you think constitutes your self-image is these ideas coming from your family, from your community, from your country, from your teachers, you don't want to admit that they have been wrong. You don't want to admit that. And this is a problem, because you're not going to advance unless you're open-minded, unless you're ready to analyze, observe new ideas, and say, hey, I'm ready to be open-minded. I'm ready to learn new things, and especially if it's coming from somebody that has the outcome that I'm seeking. And we can give it a try. You can see if it works or not. Okay. And if I find out that these ideas don't work, well, that's fine. It means that it's okay. I've been right. Okay. Or at least I'm not wrong at this time. And if I figure out that these ideas actually work, and whatever I've been doing in the past is wrong, that's fine as well. It's all right. We all make mistakes. You know, that doesn't define you as a person. Like, if you've been doing things wrong because you didn't know any better, that doesn't mean that you're less of a human being. That doesn't mean that you're stupid or something like that. It's just you didn't know. And your parents, your grandparents, they didn't know. But now you know. Now you have the responsibility to move in a better way, because you know. Okay? And your value is not constituted by your background, your family, your title, no. It's your value is defined by who you are as a person. Okay? When you die and you go back to your maker, he's gonna be judging you alone. You're gonna be alone. Your community, your country, your, I don't know, tribe, your freaking, I don't know what. It's not gonna be with you. You're not gonna be judged as a community. God judges you alone. He's gonna look at what you've been doing alone. Doesn't matter if somebody else told you to do something in a certain way. Doesn't matter. Also, it does not matter that you didn't know any better. If you're operating in a certain way, and you're gonna get certain results in life. Okay, it's your responsibility to audit what you're doing, and think about the ideas you're operating with, and come up, and figure out the answers for yourself. Don't say, oh, they taught me to do this, and this is what we've been doing for the last 100 years, and this is what it is. It's not my fault. No, once you become aware, this is your fault. Maybe it's not your fault that you've been operating with the wrong ideas, but once you know that there is a better way, it's your fault. It's your responsibility to change for the better. Okay, and I'm talking about change for the better in any aspect of life. Okay, whether it's on the emotional level, your personality, whether it's in your beliefs and concerning the creation of the universe, concerning religion, existence, or whether it's in your beliefs regarding, I don't know, money, regarding business, regarding purpose, regarding relationships, regarding health and fitness, whatever it is. Okay, the goal, as I said, of this channel is to create a human being that is so strong on all levels that he's just, he's the person that deserves all the best. Okay, and so I want you to notice when you are confronted with new ideas, especially ideas that are coming from somebody that knows what he's talking about, somebody that has the result you want. And I don't recommend you to listen to nobody that does not have the result you want. Okay, listen to me only if you think I can bring something to the table, if you think I have a result that you want to have in your life. Okay, and and just think about, what are you doing? Am I really resisting just for the sake of resist? Am I arguing just for the sake of arguing, or did I really thought about this and give it a chance? Okay, we all fall into these mistakes. We all have ego, and our ego is trying to keep our image shiny and polished. Okay, ego is not a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, because ego is literally, it's responsible for your survival. Okay, you want to preserve yourself, you want to stay alive. That's your ego. You want to eat, you want to, I don't know, you want to procreate, you want to have a good reputation amongst your peers, amongst people. You want to be loved, you want to be I don't know. That's ego. Okay, that's not a bad thing. It becomes bad when you have an ego problem, when your ego gets so big, so inflated, that it literally blurs your vision, and it stops you from seeing your shortcomings, and it stops you from saying that, oh shit, I messed up here, I made a mistake. It's all right, I made a mistake. I'm not the mistake, I just made the mistake. I can rectify it. I can improve. Okay, people that have an ego problem, they will not admit that they're wrong. They will not admit that they're wrong, and they're gonna sometimes lie to just keep that shiny image. That's a big, big mistake. And I see this sometimes in debates, especially when it comes to religion. Uh, I watch sometimes, because I'm interested in this subject, and I watch people debating. Sometimes you can find it on YouTube. There is a place in England, Central Park. People from different religions come and debate, and you see that sometimes people try to defend their position, and they get to the point that they see that they're losing the debate because the other guy is bringing too many logical moves, like too many logical arguments, and you see the person starts getting anxious and stressed, because he knows that he's gonna lose this debate on a logical in a logical way. So he starts shouting and making a scene just to bring chaos to the debate, and just so because he don't want to look like he has been wrong. I mean, it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow for most people. They don't want to admit, oh, I've been wrong. My teachers, my religious teachers, they were wrong as well. My parents, my grandparents were wrong. My country, my city or our community. It's hard pill to swallow because of that ego. So I want you to notice yourself and see if you have this problem. Okay? And next time you are confronted with an idea that causes you to feel uncomfortable, take a pause, take a deep breath for a moment, and think, am I going to react, or am I going to think about this, analyze it, and understand that whether I'm doing something correct or whether I'm doing something wrong, that does not define my value. My value is not defined by my outside results. Okay, my value is dictated by who I am as a person. Okay, because the moment you start operating as a successful person, the moment you start adopting the habits, the mindset, the actions, the attitude, the energy of that person you're trying to become, you're already it. The only difference between you and reaching that point is just time. If you stay consistent with the right attitude. Okay? A successful person is not defined by his positions, by his lineage. Is defined, what defines you is who you are as a person. Who you are. I don't care about your lineage. I don't care if you're coming from a noble family. I don't care if if you have money, don't have money. I look at the person. Are you a person that is worthy of respect? People that are successful, or let me say this: success, as I said, is the person you become in order to deserve everything you want on the outside. And the proof to prove this to you is that if we take all the people on the planet and just reset, put everybody to zero, okay? The people that are truly successful, that have the result because they deserve it, because they've earned it, because they've worked on themselves to become that person deserving of that certain outcome, they will get it back in a record time. They just get it back because they are that person that gets it. The people that have been handed stuff from mommy and daddy, people that won the lottery, people that injected something in them to just to speed to make the process more speedy, and really didn't work on it. The people that, I don't know, have been handed a certain thing, certain position, they will not recover it. They will not get it back because they are not that person that can get it back. You get it? I think it's very obvious. A person that is extremely fit, he knows how to get fit. He's strong mentally, physically. He's mentally strong, and that mental strength translates as strong physique in his body, okay, in his outside 3D world. Even if he gets sick and he can't train, he gets into an accident, he can't train for 6 months, he loses all the muscle. That guy, when he recovers from that accident, you put him back into the gym, in 2 months, that guy is back in shape. Okay? The guy who have been training for years to develop a certain skill, and now you stop him from doing that because, I don't know, something happened. The moment he goes back to practice a little bit, he got it again. He can go back to that level. The person who got the belt because, I don't know, because your coach is, I don't know what, you make a donation to the academy and you've been handed the belt, fake black belt, for example. I'm just giving an example, okay? You lose the belt, you have nothing. I mean, without the belt, you don't have the skill. So what the hell? Do you understand? So it's who you are. This is what really matters, is who you are. So if who you are is what really matters, and you are a serious, sincere person, you want to improve who you are, you don't give a shit about what your past self has been doing. You don't care about your old ideas if they're wrong. You're not defined by that. You're defined by what you're doing at the moment, who you are at the moment. So you don't care. If you're wrong, I'm wrong. It's okay. It's so good. I love it. Show me that I'm wrong. Show me how to do better. Okay? That's how a successful person thinks. That's how a real man thinks. And I just wanted to share this idea with you to warn you to not fall into this mistake, because I've done that when I was younger. I was very stubborn. I didn't admit. A lot of times I didn't admit that I was wrong, and that's just, sometimes we're stupid. And but now I'm all about discovering my shortcomings and wanting to improve. Okay, because I really don't validate myself through the opinion of others, through what my family have done, through my lineage, through my country, through this, that. I validate myself to myself. Okay, I know if I'm doing the right thing, I feel good about myself. That's all that matters. Okay, and God is watching. I know that I have good intention. God can see my intention, can see my heart, and that's all that matters to me. All right. So I want to share this idea with you. If you have a comment, if you like this idea, comment. What is your takeaway from the video? If you have an idea about a topic that you want me to talk about, comment, share this video, subscribe, share this video with a friend, all right, that might benefit from this talk, from this video. And follow me on IG. I share daily daily advice, daily thoughts, reflections on my stories. Follow me if you want to stay motivated to create a stronger version of yourself. Until the next video, stay safe, stay strong. See you in the next one. Peace.